Assalamualaikum and very good morning to my beloved supervisor Dr. Mazana binti Main, and to my both panel, which is Technology Syaiful Rizal and Cik Wan Muhammad Wardi. So I want to introduce or propose my um, project, which is the title is the determination of bamboo paper properties using oat corrugated board container and stash and bonding engine. So the content of this presentation, we have an introduction, literature review, methodology, expected result, conclusion, and Q&A. So for the introduction, I will tell you about problem statement. This is objective and this is scope. So for the problem statement, we have got four. For the first, the problem is in the world now we lack of virgin fiber. So that's why we make recycled paper to make a pulp. Second is raw material price increase because of high demand, because of lack virgin fiber, global warming, and we got a lot of reject pulp during paper making process. So next is this objective to produce. For the first, the objective is to produce N80 GSM paper using blending bamboo and coat corrugated board OCC paper with dry strength agent, which is our DSA. Second is to analyze the structural and mechanical properties of blending OCC paper. Third is to characterize morphology of paper using EDS and fission test. Next is research scope. So for the first, we got produce bamboo paper with bamboo and OCC. Then we put 5% starch on bonding agent will be our DSA. Next, we put 60 until 90% fiber of recycled paper, which is OCC. Then we following the specification TAPI and MS-ISO. That for the last one, we collected all the data and analysis with ANOVA. Okay, next is literature review. For the first literature review, to talk about recycled paper. So recycled paper is becoming more important in an increasingly ecologically concerned world. Recycled fiber and now widely used as substitute for virgin pulp in the global paper industry. So we got a lot of type recycled paper. For this, I will only tell six main or six top of recycled paper. First, we got mixed office paper. We got a lot of things here, and then old newspaper, and then old corrugated board that we are using to produce paper. So next, magazines, catalogs, and cardboard. So basically, the American Forest Paper Association launched its Better Practices Better Planet 2020 effort in March, setting the lofty goal of 70% paper recovery by 2020. So they set 70% recovery paper in 2020, and then amount of people, 874 of Americans now have access to curbside of drop-off paper recycling program. So Americans make a program. They increasing the place to make people or their citizens to like to recycle paper and easy to them recycle paper. So based on the graph, you can see the effect of the program. The recycled paper will increase until 70%. So next is old corrugated board, OCC. So OCC is 100% recycled paper. That old corrugated board, that the brown color, and they collect to make a puff. So it's 100% covered brown color. So support OCC also to support raw material. one of alternative to reduce virgin pulp usage, especially from wood fiber. So, okay, and then demand of OCC very high these days. So based on the graph, during COVID-19, RCP trade and demand will drop, but OCC, uh, uh, the demand is very high in 2019. Price on that day, the price hike because of the demand hike. So, but unfortunately, the demand of OCC dropped, and the price also dropped because of China banned RCP OCC import. Not only the operator board, they ban all the import and export transaction. So because of that, the demand decrease, the price become low. So the next is dry strength agent. So dry strength agent we basically have a lot of dry strength agent. So I will tell you top five for DSA. So first we have a cationic starch. The cationic starch is a natural or semi-synthetic category, and R-carboxy methyl cellulosability also natural and semi-synthetic category. And for the fully synthetic is polyamines and polyamides. So dry strength agent is an inherent structural property of a paper sheet, which is due primarily to the development of fiber to fiber bonding during consideration and drying of the fiber network. It's in the paper making process. Um, the dry strength, the assay function to bonding the chemical and the pulp to make a strong paper. So why we use starch in this project? To dry paper or surface it into provide resistance to liquid penetration, improve surface qualities, and increase specific physical properties of paper sheets like tensile strength and internal bond. For the second, actually fiber have their own DSA, but the amount inside it's not enough to produce a strong paper. That's why we need starch or DSA in paper making process. Third is methodology. So this is my flow chart. So before we start, we need to prepare the TAPI and MSISO standard for the paper, and then we go to the paper making process. We got two type, which is the paper with DSA and the paper without DSA. The amount of the OCC is constant for both categories, which is 60 until 90% for the OCC. For the expected result, we can see the amount of testing. The expected result, you can see to make structural test going to improve, amount of rejected part will decrease during paper making process, mechanical test improve, and morphology analysis also improve. So the conclusion for this study is to produce a quality A4 paper from bamboo, same quality with A4 paper currently used nowadays. By using a lot of fiber from recycled paper, if the product is good after the quality test or after produce this paper, it can give a benefit for human and industries to improve their living for the future. So that's all for me. Thank you.